we're back at it with more Tales of Berseria. It's been a hot second since I didn't stream this last week, but we're doing it. There's some new stuff that I did. Might be able to see it right there. I grinded up to level 29. I honestly did not feel like I needed to grind, but I did anyway, because I wanted to play this game between streams. I did find a few more people who let me play games. There's another card person in this area, and there's also a mini game here where you can eat Bienfu off a pier, and you get points based on how far you eat him. So, and after doing that, I got a costume for Laffy set that is just Bienfu. I'm not keeping it on. Got a pirate hat for Aizen, but I'm not gonna keep it on. I think the pirate hat I just sort of got from the expeditions. There's also this, the Fire Norman suit for Rokuro. I think that's from getting a certain score in the slash beat. And I think that's about it. Honestly did not do much between streams other than play a whole lot of Koi Koi. Let me show off the Bienfu bounce thing. Yeah, I just had to press a button really fast and then I jump. And then sometimes he bounces and then I had to press the right button before he lands. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. Cool. Bounce. And then I haven't been able to get farther than that. Do this again, meow. Alright, and then that's it, so let me get caught up in the story then.
What does it mean to become an adult?
The eternal question of youth.
Have you ever heard of the ceremony of adulthood? It's a yearly tradition on this island.
If I remember right, it's totally wild. Everyone throws bananas and oranges at each other.
Traditionally, yes, but things have changed over the years. Bananas and oranges are a thing of the past. People are always reaching for bigger and better things, right? In this case, it's watermelons. Whole watermelons.
You'll die.
Watermelons? That's gotta hurt.
Trust me, I know. But watermelons are the least of our worries. Recently, people have started flinging coconuts.
You'll die.
Those things are as hard as rocks.
You're basically being
Trust
stoned
me,
to death.
I know, like getting hit with a brick. Now, every year, there are some kids who never make it to adulthood.
You don't mean they...
Yeah, I've kept putting it off myself, but it looks like this year, I've got no choice but to participate. That's crazy! It's far too dangerous. And more importantly, how does it make someone an adult?
There are ancient traditions that say overcoming danger marks a child's coming of age. Some people still cling to the old ways.
You've hit the nail on the head. There are lots of old folks that sit around complaining how weak as darn kids are.
Yeah, but old folks had to deal with freaking bananas.
They used bananas and watermelons. They even cracked the watermelons ahead of time.
I don't think cracking a coconut would help much either.
So that's why you're standing about looking blue.
I'm so ashamed of myself for being scared.
Oh, dude, you're so
Want to do
valid.
the ceremony. Why not just skip it?
I'd love to, but I don't really have a choice. I wouldn't be able to show my face around here if I chickened out.
Having the courage to say no to something you don't feel is right. Isn't that the true mark of an adult?
Wait. You're right! Now I can finally become an adult! Oh, yeah! Look how grown up I am!
And getting carried away with yourself and acting the fool is the true mark of immaturity.
Sorry. You're right.
So right, Velvet. Alright. Ayo, what up?
The people of Southgand originally worshipped Amanuj, the Empyrean of Water. The lives of the people of the Southern Isles are inherently tied to the sea. Whether it was gratitude for a good catch or an appeal for protection, everyone offered their prayers to Amanuj.
But the Abbey worships Inominat, don't they? Do the people still keep their faith?
Most of the people obey the will of the Abbey, but one small village deep in Southgand is a special case. The village is called Haria, and even now they keep their faith in Amanuj. They've even quarreled with the Abbey. I'm grateful that they fight off the demons. I really am. But do they have to dictate which gods we worship too?
They think they do. It's their truth. Then again, they can't control what's in your heart, can they?
Alright. Give it to me. Found a cat's aviator sunglasses, alright. Look good on Eleanor. But they make her look extremely angry. Oh.
It's a true shame that Lady Teresa will be leaving our island.
I'm a little relieved, to tell you the truth. She was a bit too strict for a free soul like me.
I guess not even the heat of Southcan could melt her icy cold personality.
But strict as she was also fair. She never asked anyone to do what she wouldn't do herself. Even when we were fighting with Haria village over the temple, she kept her cool and listened to what they had to say. If it wasn't for her, we'd probably still be squabbling with Haria.
That's true. But did the Abbey really need to take over the temple for themselves?
She was really pretty, too. Sorry to whoever takes her place, but she's the only exorcist for me.
Simp.
Lady Teresa Linares! You were our protector! Yeah,
Simp.
we need the chilly charms of the Frozen Queen to cool down the heat in Southgand. Ah, the way those ice-cold eyes of hers looked down at me with disdain, like I was something filthy. Teresa forever!
Wow, there's one in every town.
Man. Okay. Alright.
Southgan lumber exports have been on the rise, but so has the popularity of Southgan cuisine.
Like Pengyang?
Pengyongs are our flagship food, and our Pengyong farms are flourishing. But oranges, bananas, and our other fruits also sell well.
I've never had any oranges or bananas.
Whoa.
Oranges are sweet but tart and very juicy. They're the perfect refreshment on a hot day.
They're that fruit that glows in the dark, right? Also known as candle fruit?
What are you talking
That's
about,
the
fruit?
one.
I got
And now
distracted.
bananas. They're soft, sweet, and filling when eaten raw. But if you dry them out, they get crunchy, like peanuts. And they stay good for years. Southgand is pretty well off compared to other places. The fish are plentiful, and the trees are heavy with fruit. That's why I'm shipping the excess to other towns.
This guy here, he's a true sailor.
Oh yeah.
Good luck. I wish you the best.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Alright, sir. What is the plot? We're asking about Grimoire, okay. About
Hey,
Maggie Lou's
this
friend.
doll? It looks like Bienfu.
Oh.
A keen eye you have, young man. That is a doll of the Empyrean Aminoch.
That's Empyrean Aminoch?
Is it Norman?
No doubt about it. I've seen her with my own eyes. Real dignified, but not without a bit of a temper.
You saw her? Why was she angry?
Well, the Abbeys banned any profession of the Aminochian faith in Southgand, despite her popularity. Gotta assume that's what got her all bent out of shape. I tried talking to her, but no matter what I said, she was just like, oh.
Wait, that sounds like...
And that low energy goddess you saw? The doll you've got here looks like her?
Yeah,
She's a
more or
Norman?
less.
Ha! Fortune smiles upon thee, weary adventurers. That listless goddess is none other than Grim.
Is she actually a
Grimoire isn't
goddess?
human?
When did I ever say she was? So, shopkeep, where'd you see her?
I think it was down by McClear Beach.
Pensively watching the tide come in? That's her, all right. Quickly, to the beach!
Ugh.
Alright.
Why didn't you mention Grimoire as a Moloch before now?
You can't be too careful with that information. Spies, spies listening everywhere!
Alright.
Beautiful waters. So
I
this
hope
is
she's
what
actually here.
Why did... Okay. Oh, I did get Velvet's second Mystic Art, actually. I don't think I'll be able to do it just yet, because I need, like, 4 PT to actually do it. But I did get it.
This Grimoire who we're searching for is a Moloch like Bienfu, right? To be honest, I don't see how someone so different can be a Moloch just the same as Laphicet or Eisen.
I understand your doubts. It's quite the tangly mess.
I'll tell you anything!
In that case, I've been wondering, what's underneath your hat?
Oh no! Anything but that!
So, we've hit a wall already.
But that ribbon flaps around and gets in the way, right? Could I take it off for you?
No! No! That's not possible! You mustn't remove the ribbon! Why not? That's another thing I can't say!
It's all cans with you. Alright. Is there anything you can tell me?
I could talk about what type of Malakim we are, or our position in the world of Malakim, or our abilities.
Oh, I'd like to know all that.
Then I will tell you. Listen closely. We Norman are a well-established race of Malakim. Compared to other Malakim, we aren't as adept at manipulating natural forces, but we excel at drawing out and heightening the abilities of others.
Are these guys in Other Tales games?
Power up.
They're also known as common spirits.
Don't even say that! We Norman hate being called that.
Why is it so painful for you?
Because it makes people think we're average and unremarkable. That's why we work so hard to show how we're all different.
Are they just in the Berseria series?
Don't sweat it. That's a perfectly common thing to worry about.
Don't say that!
Alright. Which game has, what's his name? Yuri Lowell in it. Like, if I play another Tales game, it'd probably be that game. Yuri Lowell. Not Yuri Lowenthal. Although, that is a very easy mistake to make, I think. Coconut. Alright. Vesperia, I see. Okay. Like, if I do end up playing another Tales game, it will probably be the Vesperia. Yuri Lowenthal VA of the main character of Symphonia, I see. Vesperia I recommend? Alright. Which one is Symphonia? What is the name of the main character of Symphonia? I see a code red enemy on the map. Oh, hell. Symphonia is Lloyd. Oh, okay. Oh.
Is that... Grimoire?
She's just there? Surrounded by enemies? Venom lizard, alright.
No, just a big lizard demon.
Is it friends with Dial?
You can't assume that. You can't assume that he's friends with Dial just because they're also lizards. Okay, I think I had... Let me check what I need to do for Velvet's second Mystic Art. Hold lift trigger during an 8-hit or higher combo uses 4PG. Okay. There we go. Nice. Ugh, stop it. God dang it. Come on, he's so close. There we go.
That was tougher than I would have liked.
Yeah, you died twice. Oh. That's a new break soul for... who? Eleanor. Hold the right trigger with 3 or more soul striking aerial strike to activate. Eleanor will perform a multi-stage attack into the air. This ability restores more HP. Okay. It's basically an aerial combo.
So she's the same sort of Moloch as Bienfu? You're Grimoire, right? We've been looking for you. We need your help. Who are you? I'm Velvet. I know your witch friend. Oh.
It's a familiar sounding voice.
Wonderful to see you.
It's been forever!
Ah, you two. Still as outlandish a pair as ever, I
Is that Elizabeth Maxwell? Sai's voice actress?
Witch training? She was an upperclassman.
And?
We found this fascinating ancient tome, and we were hoping you could read it for us.
Goodness, Magilu. You, of all people, joining a team? I didn't know you had it in you.
That kept me entertained.
Well, I don't need entertainment.
I can't believe they struck down Sai.
Grim, isn't there any way you can help us?
She does look like if Sai was a...
It's not the kind of thing I do.
What a shame. Things happen. Well,
if Sai was a Norman, especially like her shadow version.
Some incentivizing. Do it. I'm serious. I bet you are. Your eyes tell me you're dangerous. Trouble follows you like a hawk tails a rabbit. And at my age, trouble is something I'd rather avoid.
How old are you?
Ask me again and you'll get a firework in the tush.
My apologies.
It appears we've wasted our time.
A walk on the beach is never wasted, but sorry.
Eskrim very nicely laughs at.
Well, how did you learn to read the ancient tongue? Are there books for studying it or something?
My. Are you actually thinking of learning it on your own?
He's a smart kid.
Well, I love reading, and I want to learn more about history. Besides, we need what's in this book.
You have passion, child, I'll give you that.
Not to mention you want to be helpful to Velvet, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
Aw. Baby boy.
My tuition isn't cheap, you know.
You will teach me?
No, I won't. But I admire your dedication enough to read it for you. Now where's this book?
No one can say no to
Here it
laugh, he
is,
said.
You needn't be so formal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Not ma'am. Right.
Let's see what we're looking at here. The language of ancient Avarost. Had to be the hard one, of course. A lot of wear and tear, too. This'll take some time. We're in a hurry.
That may well be, but this isn't the place for study. Let's move to someplace more comfortable.
You've redeemed yourself, young man. There's a village called Haria just a little ways away.
That works. Thank you.
Fine. Haria Village. Whatever gets the job done.
Why are we trying to talk to her? We're trying to like find out more about Inomina, I think. Alright.
Isn't that the village with that demon that Oscar and Teresa were talking about?
Fuck you.
We should remain on our guard.
Alright, let me freaking watch this again.
I apologize if I'm being rude, but I have to ask. You're not Aminoch the Empyrean, are you?
Of course I'm not. What would even make you ask?
What is this sprite?
A shop in Isolt was selling Aminoch figurines that looked just like you.
Oh, that. I distinctly remember whispering to the shopkeeper in his sleep, telling him not to sell those things.
You showing up in his dreams probably only convinced him you were the real deal. You should sue for his use of your likeness and get proper compensation from that shopkeeper.
Forget it. It's no concern.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like they'd ever sell anyway.
Oh, you think a figurine of mine wouldn't sell?
You got this whole somber ennui thing going on. A figurine needs to be cute, like me.
Then how about I turn you into a product?
Me? Really?
Oh yes. I'll have you stuffed and mounted. But since it'd be a unique piece, I'd have to price it a bit higher.
Mounted? No, count me out!
Oh, you're no fun. Now, what was it we were talking about?
Whether or not you are the Empyrean Aminoch.
Ah, yes, that's right. I'm no Empyrean. I'm just a simple girl. It would be hard for anyone to worship an Empyrean like me, right?
That's true. I mean, it just seems like you're the type who can see through anything, so perhaps an Empyrean seems less intimidating from a certain point of view.
You're saying I'm scarier than an Empyrean?
Not scarier exactly, just more of a savvy sort of woman.
That's not a bad answer.
I can walk in on hot coals with this woman. Alright. Also, speaking of merch, my Redbubble shop is now up. You can buy, you can buy stickers and stuff. You know. if you want to support me. He's gonna be waiting for me there, right? Get out of my way. Okay.
Don't get overconfident.
Alright, Dumpus. Let's see if we can do Eleanor's new stuff. Strikes away. Nice. Okay. I don't know if I got like anyone else's like second break soul or anything and I didn't notice. I guess I can check real quick. Oh, I have Eisen's Dragon Dive. Okay. Static Force. Increases enemy recovery time. Okay. Do it again! Nice. Okay, cool. And then we need Laphicet in here? Except the battle ran out. Alright. Let's do Laphicet. Alright. Very simple. Do I fuck with this code red enemy? Harpy-go-lucky, level 42. Oof. We'll see how this goes, I guess. Shoot. Hold on. If I can't do this, hold on. Run. It's on my ass. Careful. There we go. I could have died. Like if I can't do it without one of my characters dying, then it's not worth doing it. I would like to open like my own merch store, you know, like outside of Redbubble, because Redbubble does take quite a cut. If my Redbubble account pops off. And I'll use like the funds from my Redbubble account to open my own shop, basically. And if I ever do open up my own shop, then maybe I can, I don't know, like start going to like artist alleys and at cons. Okay.
To the inn, one and all.
Why is this place kind of spooky? All right.
From what we heard in Iseult, demons are attacking villages, and more people are growing upset with the Abbey. So I hadn't expected things in Haria Village to be so laid back.
They might be on their best behavior because you're accompanied by an exorcist.
Huh. I didn't know you could see the world in more than just black and white.
The Abbey wouldn't entrust my responsibilities to someone who couldn't see beyond the surface. I have seen many things in my work. I've beheld both the light and the darkness in the world of men. Despite that, no, because of that, I won't turn away from the wrongs that I encounter. Moreover, I have faith. I believe there is good in all our souls.
The darkness, huh?
Yes, like you.
Darkness.
You're awfully direct.
Why does she pose like that? Which one? Equipment? It's to show her halberd. Waiting back with the spear like that? She needs to show off her weapon. It's fine. Her back hurts, her poor back. Yep, mate.
I can't deal with this anymore.
What's the matter?
Everyone's sick of all these fruit-flavored gels, right? So, I made gels using the giant cacao beans only found here on this island. It gave them a nice
gel?
bitter chocolate taste. But people complained that they weren't avant-garde enough. Ugh, chocolate-flavored gels, how prosaic, bah! This got me fuming! So I caught some maiden bonita fish you find around here, ground them up, and made some gels with them.
You put fish into chocolate gels?
Well, people do braise meat with chocolate. Chocolate and fish may go surprisingly
It
well.
won't.
Exactly! It was the discovery of a century! The bonito flakes crunchiness and the gel's gumminess made for an exquisitely bad combo, which made it interesting.
So if you made an innovative new type of gel, why are you so angry?
That's exactly my problem. I outdid myself. Now I need to make my Gels World debut as amazing as they are. So I thought up the ultimate plan.
And that is?
I'll put my Choconito gels in toilets all over the world. I'll call it the Great Choconito Toilet Gambit. No one will go to the bathroom without finding my gels. I think everyone will have a lot of fun. So, genius, right?
Yeah, it's weird, but I think it's funny too.
Right? I knew that kids would get it.
Who's a kid?
But all the adults in my village called it silly and lowbrow. They forbade me from selling my Choconito gels at all. Isn't that just horrible?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Aw, man. Things used to be so much better. Mom would make me dinner, and all I had to do was goo 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 ga, and everyone would smile and
What is this
praise me. I don't
conversation?
want to become the kind of grown-up who can't find any fun in looking for gels in toilets.
Alright, I cannot imagine chocolate but in like gelatin form. Like the closest approximation I feel would be like chocolate pudding.
We could use a place to stay. Any rooms open?
Yep. Just finished cleaning, in fact. You can help yourself to that room there.
Alright, time to start deciphering this scroll.
Let's wait somewhere outside so Grim can concentrate.
Do you think maybe I could stay and watch? I really do want to study the ancient tongue. I promise I'll be quiet and not get in your way, teacher.
What did you just say, child?
That I'd be quiet and...
No, what did you call me?
Teacher? You said you didn't want to be called ma'am, so I thought maybe that'd work.
Yes, satisfactory. Alright, I'll teach you how to read ancient avarost.
Thank you so much, teacher!
We'll leave you two alone then. Let us know if anything comes up.
Oh, parenting at its finest.
Do you plan on just giving up? Palamedes is Amenoch's temple. The priestess isn't the only one whose job it is to protect that temple. It's the duty of everyone born in this village.
Why did the Abbey need Amenoch's temple badly enough to risk causing this much unrest?
But how will we protect our village from the demons if the Abbey abandons us? Besides, we won't be able to do business with the people of Assault anymore.
Our faith in Amenoch has nothing to do with the demons. When the priestess gets back, I'm going with her to protest.
The demon blight changed everything. Will we never be able to return to the way things were?
The way things were.
Oh.
Listen, I don't know what they told you in Isolde, but our village has its own traditions. This village is under the divine protection of the Empyrean Amenoch. For unbroken centuries, a line of his priestesses have guided us. They're tasked with performing the sacred rites of worship. And sometimes, they even deliver us his words and will.
And there's still a priestess today?
Kind of like Artorios, I
And her
guess.
daughter is training to become our next priestess. Although, I sometimes feel they push themselves too hard. Both mother and daughter are giving their all for Haria. But the Abbey doesn't care about any of that. And they stole our temple from us.
Damn
By
colonists.
An exorcist named Teresa came and heard us out. But from the very beginning, she always intended on taking our temple. Her words may have been kind, but that doesn't change the fact that she demanded that we worship her god, Enominat. In all the years we've worshipped Amenoch, not once did we ever try to force others to adopt our beliefs.
Why haven't I seen this priestess she's talking about?
Row.
So she digs being called teacher. Well played, Laphicet.
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
So proud of him. Eleanor? Eleanor?
What connection do you think there is between the violent demon Teresa mentioned and this village?
Couldn't tell you.
Could there have been a demon blight breakout here? This village doesn't look like it's been attacked, but...
Whatever it is. If it keeps the Abbey's eyes off us for once, that's good enough for me.
You really will use anything and everything towards your own aims, won't you?
Yep, and that includes you. As I'm sure you've noticed.
Probably just calling Amenoch a demon. To discourage, like, worship of them, I guess. No eyes in his sitting. That looks uncomfortable as hell. I guess it is just like cross-legged and he's just leaned forward a hella. But that looks so bad for your back.
It sounds like deciphering the text might take some time.
We should be prepared to wait it out here a while. Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
I hope so too. But ancient avarost is complex. It's not just a matter of knowing the grammar and vocabulary.
Oh? Then how exactly do you read it?
I'm not sure about the specifics myself, but from what I understand, you kind of have to intuit a lot of it.
A language based on guesswork? Thanks, old dead people. You're officially the worst.
Now you hear about someone's back? Like, for the most part, Eleanor sits or stands pretty straight. This looks so bad. Look at this tiny crab. Oh, you haven't said anything.
Religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Amenoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative enough. But straight up taking it over? Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
Oh, ancient Avarost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says... Sa, Popo, Mucho, Sanchon.
Correct, but if you merely translate it word for word, it ends up saying, the parent hates tomatoes, the child eggplants.
I doubt those have much to do with the Nominat. Yeah.
Their grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
Reordering? So like... San-san, Pocho Pocho, Pocho Musan, Pocho Musan. Can you read it that way?
Pocho Musan. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
So smart.
Pocho Musan. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into... the Nameless Empyrean.
That's quite a jump.
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something. Alright, so if we apply this rule here, then... It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
Oh?
I
Alright.
wonder if they've made any progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
Knock knock!
Well, any results? Yes. Well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue. You'll give this old girl ideas. Huh?
Lucky Sid has maxed out
I'm sure they're
charisma.
curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
So the Syrians are like extensions?
Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Innominat. Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Take her on our boat.
Likely so, but if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
Grandma, get on my boat. Do you like boats, Grandma?
What the Abbey's up to, is it?
I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone. The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along Earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire. But they also call Innominat an Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Innominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Innominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Innominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Innominat's heads, so to speak.
Well, you're one of them.
Looking for them.
Remember, the song states that the Therians in Innominat's body are connected through Earth pulses. If their job is to feed Innominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the Earth pulse points.
Good thing we got a boat.
The place is where the power of Earth pulses is concentrated.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest? Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therian?
It was.
What? It would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up. And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
Gonna have to fight that motherfucker
That's
eventually.
right. Do you suppose that was also a Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
Oh? What was that?
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
Oh, is there another Syrian maybe? I guess like maybe like the temple's built on Earth Pulse Point or something.
The needle's pointing in the direction
Yeah.
of Ominos' temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy.
Yeah.
Could the temple possibly be an Earth Pulse Point?
There's lots of Earth pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's
I
not
don't know,
like
it
we
makes
have any
sense.
better leads.
If they
There's
would put
even a
it in a
chance. Shouldn't we go check it out?
pre-existing temple, so...
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing. Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian... What? I guess there's only one way to find out.
I'm assuming it would
Never
just come
mind.
back to life.
Good luck out there.
So we probably just like have to just clear the malevolence from it. Like we did with the big beetle. Beetles. Great.
I knew this would be big.
Oh.
What a treasure!
A Valkanist's Cryas trinket, a miniature obelisk unearthed from the Marcian subcontinent. Appears to be an artificial crystal made by an ancient civilization, but their methods remain unknown. Alright. Earmuffs. This one?
I've never seen a stone like that.
This is a very rare stone called Cryas. It's clear as crystal, which is rare still. For us to find this fragment, it was a lucky break. A fragment? A lucky break? I wasn't trying to make a pun, I swear. I thought it was funny anyway. Was it? I guess there's no turning off this sharp wit of mine. You said it with such a straight face too. That's the funniest part. Wasn't supposed to be a joke, okay. I do like Aizen. Hopefully when I clear this area, it won't like send me away to another area without letting me do other stuff.
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
Eleanor, you're key.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service?
I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned.
They've both gone missing?
Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Amanoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana.
Hold on. If she's a priestess of Amanoch...
Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother.
The outlook is not good.
They're being held at the temple?
Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down.
I will do everything in my power to find them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh no, is one of them gonna be a
I
Syrian?
grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Is one of them about to be turned into like a Syrian or something? Like Velvet.
Let's be off, Miss Exorcist.
The outlook is not good.
Eleanor, what's your game here?
The mother and daughter, you mean? That's on me. I'll search for them myself.
I don't care about that.
Well, what then?
Why are you actively helping us decipher the book, when we're using it to thwart the Abbey's plans?
You think I might be deliberately misleading you? Laying a trap of some sort for you all?
Are you?
I think you're a lot of things, Demon. But foolish is not one of them. I want to know the truth. I want to know what Lord Artorias is trying to accomplish. And there's something happening in the world right now. I want to know what it is. Unfortunately, little old Eleanor has never been deemed trustworthy enough to be given such information. So, my only option is to find out for myself.
Yeah!
Soul searching down at least.
The Abbey and your band of rogues follow two different paths. But something tells me either will lead me to the same destination.
And so you don't see any need to lie to us?
Exactly.
And what'll you do if those truths don't line up cleanly with what you believe?
I'm not sure yet.
As honest an answer as any. Either way, it looks like you'll be working with us for the near future.
Yes, for now.
You're a friend now, for real.
Could I ask you something?
What is it?
About the Therians. I've heard you call yourself a Therian before. Is there any particular insight you have about them?
No, none. Artorias said I was one, that's all.
And that doesn't bother you?
Does it bother you?
Nope, not at all. If you're not worried, then neither am I.
I'm surrounded by freaks. But was that truly the reason Ceres chose me?
Alright. Oh, total opposites.
Velvet keeps picking on Madame Eleanor. They're total opposites, so I know they're just gonna clash sometimes, but Velvet takes it too far!
You really think they're totally opposite?
If Madame Eleanor is a white lily, then Velvet is a black rose. If Madame Eleanor is a soaring Pegasus, then Velvet is a wolf in the shadows. If Madame Eleanor is a plate of spaghetti carbonara, Velvet is squidding noodles with seaweed.
I don't follow you completely, but I think I get the point.
I'm sure you understand. The two have nothing at all in common. And since they don't share anything in common, some fighting now and then just can't be helped.
Well, they both have beautiful hair.
Okay, but we're talking a noble exorcist and an aloof demon.
Eleanor sometimes treats you coldly. And Velvet has helped me more times than I can count.
Madame Eleanor gives herself fully to the salvation of others, but Velvet is bent solely on revenge.
That means they're both motivated by thoughts of others.
How is the cheerful and talkative Madame Eleanor at all the same as the brooding, taciturn Velvet?
Both of them talk to me when it's just the two of us together.
You're just trying to be contrary.
I'm only telling you what I've experienced.
Actually, I feel that Madame Eleanor isn't really reaching out to me.
It's alright if Eleanor doesn't want to talk to you. I'm here for you, Bienfu. You aren't alone.
That just makes me feel lonelier.
Get fucked, Bienfu.
Yourselves. Huh?
Alright. Get fucked, Bienfu. Ate that little dude. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I think I'm gonna have to grind off stream. I'm definitely not ready for whatever that, I'm definitely not ready for that weird phallus-looking squid.
This rocky shore just keeps going. Just don't step on any sea slugs, okay?
Why not? What's the big deal?
It's just that it isn't pretty. Their insides squish everywhere.
Yikes. That sounds pretty traumatizing.
Then again, if you pickle their innards, it makes for a great snack.
You eat them?
Oh, don't be a baby. You've had worse.
Forget the sea slugs. Try not to step on the coral.
Protect the coral.
Coral is alive and needs our protection.
Or maybe it's because some of it can be sold for jewelry.
I didn't mean either of those reasons. Although Manon appears similar to Maclear Beach, it was formed by a completely different process.
Now that you mention it, this area is covered by rocks.
Maclear is just your average seashore. But Manon here was made by the slow corrosion of seaside caves.
They were worn away by the waves?
That too. But mainly, it was the handiwork of a rock-eating species of coral, known as ravening table coral. Stay in contact long enough, and they'll melt your flesh right off.
Ah, so that's why it tingles every time I touch the coral.
Rokuro.
Earlier. Laffy said, have you been taking care of that rhino stag roast like a good boy?
Of course. I make sure to feed it every night before I go to sleep, since it's nocturnal.
How long are you going to keep on calling it a rhino stag roast?
So the boys stop fighting.
It's a new kind of beetle, so it's gonna be hard to tell if it's really a rhino or a stag. You're asking a lot of questions. Bienfu, do you like bugs?
Duh! I love rhinoceros and stag beetles both! What guy doesn't find them fascinating?
Right? So which kind of beetle do you think it is? Rhino or stag?
Oh, that's a tough question. But guess what? Miss Mogulu taught me a surefire way to tell.
I didn't know there was a way to tell.
Yeah, but if I do it, you gotta name it after me, alright? Come on! What guy doesn't wish he had a cool bug named after himself, right? And besides, Miss Magilou told me that this technique is so good that it's only fair to have a bug named after you in return. So what do you say, man to man? Come on, let's live the dream!
Oh, all right. How can I say no to that? Besides, we all did work together to capture it anyway.
Yay! Thanks, Laffy-Set. All right, show me the bug, and I'll tell you what it is. Miss Magilou says you need to open up its outer wings and get a good whiff of the thin underwings.
I'm pretty sure I remember rhinoceros and stag beetles smelling really nasty under their wings.
Is it really that bad?
Why not find out for yourself?
No thanks. I think I'll pass.
Maybe you shouldn't do this after all, Bienfu.
You probably just want to hog the name all to yourself. Well, too bad. A real man never goes back on his word. If
Fuck
it packs
Bienfu.
a mean punch, then it's a rhinoceros beetle. And if it smells really zesty, then it's a stag beetle.
I don't know about this.
Just let him do it, Laffy-Set. He's already volunteered.
I can do this. Just you watch. This smell is the most bad thing that ever batted it.
Whoa! He fainted with his eyes still open!
Bienfu died that day.
Wake up! Wake up, Bienfu!
Miss Magilou, as soon as I smelled it, my nose literally exploded.
Oh,
He
7.
looks like he's having a bad dream.
To a real bastard. Alright. Macular's books.
I spy with my little eyes a kiddo who's spying at my bewitching waist.
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help it. What are those books anyway?
Oh, that's a great question. Since you asked, I'll reveal the secrets of my tomes just for you. On the right, I've got my household ledger in the back, and my magic encyclopedia in the front. That one I mostly use for oil blotting paper.
What's oil blotting paper?
It's a girl thing. The two on the left are my heavy book, which I use for flower pressings, and then my super pop-up book.
A super pop-up book?
When you open it, it pops out with the force of a raging river! When an enemy has me cornered, I can just open it up facing a nearby wall and pop! Instant getaway! The only downside is that it's a real pain to try to get closed again, so I haven't used it in years.
What about the book right in front?
That's actually layer cake.
Whoa, really?
Seared into its batter are precious bits of knowledge. Eating it is just as good for your brain as it is for your stomach.
Wow! I had no idea that was possible!
She's messing with you, Laffy.
Seriously, I almost feel bad.
All of your books are so interesting, Magilou! That's really cool!
There's no end to your curiosity,
Poor
is
precious
there?
child.
What do you say? Want to take a closer look?
Boy, would I!
If you really do, then say, Magilou, I want to get to know you better.
Magilou, I want to get to know you better.
All right, I accept. I'll reveal to you my most private secrets.
What?
Wow, so that's what's on the other side of these
What?
books. I wouldn't have ever guessed that.
What the? What are you doing with Laffy-Set? He said he wanted to see, so I'm showing him. You have no right to stand in the way of his desires.
It's my job to protect him as his vessel, especially from someone so wicked as yourself. Also, what you're doing runs contrary to public decency.
Witches aren't supposed to be decent.
She's like basically just wearing like a leotard on her
This
though.
style used to be really popular during the Meliodas dynasty.
Now that I know you're such a bad influence for him, I'll be keeping a closer eye on you.
If you can't learn to take it easy, nobody's ever gonna want to marry you, you know.
Like you're a shining example of marriage material yourself.
Hey, Magilou, could you turn them over one more time?
No.
I want to see how the book's attached to your belt.
No.
Sure.
Man. Okay. There's still more. What's the heavy book?
Hey, Magilou, I was wondering about that book you have on your waist. The one you called your heavy book, for flower pressings.
Your curiosity truly knows no bounds, does it, kiddo? Okay, nobody else knows this, but since you're so interested, I'd hate to leave you hanging. My heavy book, The one I use for flower pressings is none other than a collection of Bienfu's poetry.
Bienfu likes to write poems?
Yep. You'd never guess it, but he's actually just about the best Moloch poet around. Some people even call him the Great Norman Poet. Here, I'll read you my favorite one. If there is something unimportant happening to the east, I'm made to go there and back. If there is something unimportant happening to the west, I'm made to go there and back. I can never rest nor be at peace. Every day my life is a living hell.
That's heavy stuff.
Isn't it? That's what makes it so good for pressing flowers. It's so wonderfully oppressively heavy.
Muggy Lou, your face has gone all sinister looking.
Alright. I believe Magulu, but she is very much a bad influence for Laphicet. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No 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 no. Oh shoot. Oh god, it's level 44. I don't know if I want to deal with this right now. Maybe not right now. Level 44 is a bit, too scary. Help. Okay, we're fine. Jesus Christ. Wasn't that bad, but still.
Butter is a dairy product made from the fat and protein components of churned cream. It is a semi-solid emulsion at room
Why?
temperature.
Why are we talking about butter
consisting of
now?
Approximately 80%
Please explain.
butter fat. It is used at room temperature as a spread, melted as a condiment, and used as an ingredient.
Why not? I guess your regular butter in my reminder. Also, what is that one weird exclamation point? Just sort of looks like it's in the middle of the water. Wait, hold on. Hello? How do I? Oh, hold on. Get it?
What are those penguins doing?
Probably keeping their eggs warm?
Most likely. They look like a mama and a papa. Penguins are monogamous, faithful creatures. They never leave their mate. Isn't that romantic?
So they lay eggs because they're like husband and wife. But how do they make the eggs?
Oh no, Laphicet.
That's... well...
So, Laphicet, here's an interesting fact. A single penguin egg actually contains dozens of smaller orange eggs.
Oh, so their eggs must be small and crunchy.
Yep. They have the texture of caviar and the rich flavor of sea urchins.
Interesting. So they're more like fish than birds.
So you've eaten them. How cruel. Look how much they care about their young.
While it may be a bit cruel, they taste amazing. They're
It's
considered
food.
a delicacy in some circles. Top a bowl of rice with these crunchy eggs and some rich penguin thigh meat, and you get a dish called family fricassee.
That's a horrific name.
I wasn't the one who named it, okay?
Those eggs look tasty, but I think I'll pass.
Yeah, but how are the eggs made? As Eleanor and Velvet Sweat in the background. Like, I know in Japanese, there's like a chicken and egg bowl. That's called oyakodam, which literally means mother and child bowl, so. Like, give me anything? I guess not. Alright. Hello?
Hey! Did you know that in our grandfather's time, Southgand used to be an independent nation?
Hey, did you know?
Midgand acted nice with us at first, asking us if we wanted to form a republic. But once they realized that we didn't have a king, they changed their tune and declared war. Well, we
Man.
got rightly angry and joined together to fight them off. We met the attacking Royal Navy on the high seas.
So there was a naval battle?
Yeah. If we had taken them up on their initial offer, maybe we could have avoided unnecessary death. The war raged for 10 years. By the end of it, both Midgand and Southgand were in tatters. What a waste.
Midgand is much larger and more powerful than Southgand. Why did the war last so long?
Every time Southgand was in danger, a big storm would show up and sink Midgand's fleet. It happened many times.
So was
We
Aminoch.
Southganders started calling these storms
Yeah.
Aminoch's Fury, or Aminoch's Divine Wind.
Still, Midgand won, and Southgand was taken over, right?
Yeah, but even the great Midgand was forced to recognize Southgand's demands in the face of Aminoch's Fury. Despite our loss, Midgand didn't interfere in our worship of Aminoch, or lay their hands on our temple.
But now the Abbey has seized Aminoch's temple.
I just hope history doesn't repeat itself.
Oh, expedition. All right.
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
Orosaurin brothers, a trio of dolls found drifting across the crystalline sea. One represents strength, one beauty, and one craftsmanship. What is this a reference to? I can only assume that most of these treasures are references to other Tales games, so...
That's adorable.
Is it? What are those dolls supposed to be? Otters? No, they're Orosaurin. Never heard of them. They're a curious race that's said to have descended from otters. Alas, they all vanished from this world long ago. Interesting. Anyway, these dolls are incredibly lifelike. What craftsmanship. Indeed, I keep expecting them to turn and blink at me. Their fur is so delicate and soft to the touch. Do you think that the fur is the real thing? Were these actual Orosaurin? Please don't say such dreadful things, alright.
This is all your fault for letting your tongue wag.
Oh no!
Those cretins already took our temple away from us.
This poor girl.
Why did you go and tell them?
I never intended for this to happen, I swear. But they asked me a question, so I couldn't not answer.
You should have just lied to them. Kamoana hasn't been back in days now. This is all your...
So that's what happened.
Poor girl.
She asked us to look for them because she felt guilty.
Oh, alright. We get back to where I was. Oh wait, this is only Central Man and Reef, which I can assume that means there's gonna be even more of this area then. Alright, good to know. Like, what other Tales games would people recommend, really? Because I only played Berseria because people recommended a lot when I was playing Berseria. Symphonia is okay, but the characters annoy me with their low brain cells, I see. So you're telling me that Lloyd is an idiot. I probably don't have enough to open this chest. Actually, no, I do. Cool. Oh, laughing glasses. You probably shouldn't wear these while listening to someone talk. Earmuffs. Earmuffs actually look kind of cute on Eleanor. Oh. Yeah, we're not keeping that one on. I enjoyed Berseria, and that's all I know about Tales. Lloyd is canonically a dumbass. Alright, good to know. Story of Symphonia follows a better plot line than Berseria. Berseria is more about a group going through three different acts, while Symphonia has a more consistent plot. I see, okay. You can name dogs in Berseria? Alright, I'll play Berseria first. Alright. We like the dogs. We like dogs. We like having dogs and dog friends. Kind of reminds me of, in Judgment. In like some of the like first person like searching segments, you can sometimes find cats just sort of hanging around. Yeah, the cats. There's an achievement for finding all the cats. You like the cats. Yagami likes cats. Something for all the dogs too, but I don't know. Probably a title. Probably. I haven't been like really paying too much attention to all the titles. There's so many, and they all do different things. It feels very complicated.
How about it, Laffy said? Picking up on anything?
Yeah, in the direction of the temple. The feeling's getting stronger now.
Alright. I feel like the area should have like a bunch of like exorcists around though, maybe. Why are they all beat up? What happened? I don't think Savine got here. Ooh, it's probably the Therion, right?
A demon!
The demon we heard about? Sounds like it's having fun.
Then we'll use this distraction.
Secrets of the Undersea Temple.
Wow, look outside! It's the ocean!
This was a place of worship for Aminoch, the Water Empyrean.
The ancients built this sanctuary underwater for the same reason that Eumasia's temples were built underground.
But building this underwater couldn't have been easy.
Aye. With the Earth temples, all they had to do was keep digging. Here, they had water to contend with.
How did they do it? You can't split the sea like you can a log.
They started by stacking giant stone blocks in the shallows, creating an enclosed space. Then they drained the water and expanded the enclosure. Once they had done that enough times and secured enough dry space, they were able to dig into the sea floor.
It's mind-boggling, isn't it?
The humans believed that by going through such great hardships to build these temples,
Ow.
they could show the depth of their devotion.
Additionally, current research suggests the site of this temple once sat on the seacoast.
What? Are you saying I'm wrong?
No, I'm only reporting what I've read in academic journals.
How would coastal ruins sink into the ocean?
Climate change.
When the Empyreans began their slumber, the land shifted, and this temple was swallowed by the sea. Scholars were able
They
to
say the
prove
East
that
Coast is
sand and the heavy
disappearing.
stones formed an airtight seal around the structure. Later, people carved an undersea tunnel to connect to the temple, bringing it to its current state.
Now that you mention it, I think I read that book too. Revised Theories on Ancient Architecture, right?
That's the one. Have you read it, Eisen?
No, I only read the first edition.
Gotta update your information, man.
Is that each time you expand the enclosure, the innermost stones have to be carried out. Once that was pointed out as being too inefficient, alternate theories were developed. The revised edition has a number of competing theories. I highly recommend reading it.
I will then.
Got schooled.
So, wait, was that a complete rebuttal of Eisen's explanation?
That was not my intention.
It's okay. Archaeology is a continuous process of asking new questions and making new discoveries. Prevailing theories change all the time.
What's it matter anyway? Let's just get going.
There's an East Coast? Yeah, well... I guess even if the East Coast does disappear, there will technically still be an East Coast, so...
There's no Empyrean here, right, Eisen?
If you're worried about it, why not flip that coin of his? Heads, no Empyrean. Tails, Empyrean Central.
But it always comes up tails.
Like I said before, these temples are nothing more than places of worship built by human hands. The current religion started when humans, fearful of natural forces, began to worship four gods they called the Empyreans. If you're concerned about whether or not one is sleeping in these ruins, just remember that their very existence is only legend.
Are you sure?
Be that as it may, Enominat certainly exists.
Aye. But I've never heard a single story of anyone actually seeing an Empyrean. Enominat must be a special case then.
Must be.
I suppose so. If there were four more like him, and they were all trying to stop us, we'd be sunk.
I can't disagree.
Big is this area about to be? I see doors already. Oh hey! Enemies. I simply just kind of want to play the game that has Yuri Lowell in it. Simply because that man is gender. Switch version, possibly also PS4 and PC version also has free DLC including costumes for each character. I see, okay, cool. Good to know. Oh, it's the bow. Something is written on the monolith. Chalice bears a symbol that commands the flowing water. Should a chalice be filled with water and its mark turn blue, the water shall be a wall to thwart your path. Should the chalice be dried by the flame and its mark turn white, the impeding water shall lie still, opening the path before you. Okay, where's the chalice? I see, okay. Like, do other Tales games have, like, the... Wait, there's more chalices. Like, a story DLC specifically. Kind of like how Berseria had with, Alicia stuff. Tales of Arise does. I'm going to assume that mostly, like, the more recent games are going to have, like, that kind of DLC. There's an indent in the pedestal. Looks like you can insert something into it. Okay. Which means I'm gonna have to find a thing first. Palamedes chalices. When a chalice is filled with water, the waterfall connected to it flows, blocking the way through. Using fire to boil away the water will halt the waterfall and allow you to move onward. Since these chalices sometimes serve other purposes as well. Okay. Better explain why I don't want to just, like, have them all, empty. Then. Where does this take me? Wait, where am I? Hold on. Can I go back to where- hold on. Take me back to where I was first. The jewel is embedded in the monolith. You remove it. Teardrop-shaped gemstone. Alright. Set the jewel. Empty the cup. I miss the days when games were given a few, like, years before they're completed and are actually, finished games when they are released. Alright.
Well, it wiped out the security for us, but...
Hi. Careful, Eleanor.
Well, look at that. Wolfie's got the crest of Aminoch. The same pendant worn by priestesses.
Oh no.
Then that makes this demon.
Yeah, she must be the missing mother, Mahina.
Can't be.
Uh-oh. Not weak to anything. Demon Mahina. I feel like we're kind of making an assumption with that, but okay.
Don't just stand there. It's gonna eat you.
Shoot. These boss battles have been kind of kicking my ass recently. Kill. There you go. Sorry.
To think a priestess, beloved by her village, would become a demon.
Eleanor?
Like Eleanor is going through
She's
some
never
shit.
going to be the same again. This is the least I can do for her. So says reason.
Oof. What?
Huh? That feeling.
Careful, Eleanor. Oh.
Damn.
Fuck. I don't know, Eleanor saying damn feels,
Let the demon be. We don't need it.
unexpected. Let Eleanor say fuck. And we'll fight one of these wall dudes, I guess. Or not.
I guess she caught demon blight when she was looking for her daughter.
Yeah, that's what the girl at the inn said.
But even after turning into a demon, she's still searching for her daughter. Well, Rokurok, Korogane, and Dial all remember what they wanted when they were human, right? Demon or not, she's a mother. It's no surprise she would still be protective of her child.
It could be that. Or it could be something else.
Well, I hope that's what it is.
I know that must be how she felt as a human. But demons don't have a sense of motherhood or any such thing. You saw how violent she was. She's not Mahina anymore. When she became a demon, she lost all capacity for empathy and love.
You're saying this right in front of Rokuro.
But it's the truth.
Velvet and Rokuro still have empathy.
One demon left unchecked could take 100 lives. And this one's even willing to attack exorcists. Demons can wipe out entire villages, even cities, just as they destroyed my village.
Oh, Eleanor lore.
Thus, my path is clear.
Eleanor is right. There's no turning back once you've changed. Perhaps it would be a mercy to grant her peace through death.
Oh. Oh wait, there was more. Oh shit.
Isn't it hard to wield a blade in each hand?
My weapons are a part of me.
Aizen said the same thing.
Totally different. No, it's totally different.
Oh.
What good friends.
We like the boys here. Eight-headed dragon.
Is Inominat really an Empyrean?
What makes you ask that all of a sudden?
Well, according to the song Grimm deciphered, Inominat is an eight-headed dragon, right? The Empyreans are supposed to be these holy beings, but using Therians to feed on malevolence sounds more sinister than divine to me.
You've got a point there. Empyreans are a type of Malakim, and that doesn't seem like any Malak we've seen. And even less so when we're talking an eight-headed dragon.
Is it so far-fetched?
What do you think will happen if the Therians come together in one place?
Well, it wouldn't be good. My guess is they'd merge together into a giant, horrific monster. The mighty beast will attack us with its 8 long, snake-like necks and 8 heads spitting hellfire!
Sounds like a Orochi, honestly.
I can see your worry.
Right? And that's 8 heads with only 6 of us to take them on. It'd be more than we could handle.
I'd have to conjure up a double or two.
You just need to...
Of course not.
Just get a wolf on our side. named Amaterasu.
What is it, Laphicet?
Do you think each head would act of its own free will? Because if they do, they'd be uncoordinated, bumping into each other and going this way and that, giving us an opening. If we fight as one united whole, I know we can win.
Yes! If we work hand in hand, victory is ours. Right, everyone?
Huh?
Man.
Us? United? Have you looked at us recently?
Well, I mean, maybe.
Alright. Something is aggroed on me.
It won't open. Is there some sort of trick to it?
Well, you could always try busting through it, but I wouldn't. Who knows what sort of traps you might trigger?
I know. Look at that diamond-shaped stone in the door. Haven't we seen that somewhere else?
We need the gems.
Right. It was on the pedestal with that chalice.
That huge thing? You must have some sharp eyes there.
I was more interested in what was inside that chalice.
So, what? That chalice is the key?
Somehow I doubt it'll be that simple.
We need the gems.
Some stones are colored, and some aren't. It must hold some kind of significance.
I think you're right.
Alright. The thing is written on the monolith. The lock of the sacred sealed door is governed by blue and white jewels of 7 chalices. When jewels of the chalices shine, the jewels on the door shall shine alike. When the 7 jewels shine in unison, the way to the inner sanctum shall open. So I just had to unlock all of them, I guess? Alright. It's better make me a bridge. Alright. And now it's kind of blocking my way.
Whoa! A water bridge!
I guess I had to fill all the chalices then. Does this open then? Oh, I don't have a thing. Okay. Assume that's what I need to do. Expedition is here.
I knew this would be big.
Oh.
What a treasure!
Crimson Crystal, an enigmatic crystal discovered on the Centurion Isles, said to balance the energies between our own and dimension and another. Alright. So it looks like I have a lot of space for treasures here now.
Reminds me of the Scarlet Knight.
Wow, it's spectacular, Velvet. That deep, deep red. It's like a sunset reflected in the ocean. That's what you see? Huh? Did I say something funny? Nope, not at all. I didn't notice that it's the same color of a sunset once I saw it with Laffy. It's the beauty in anything comes from what you bring to it. Alright. No wait, it was already on. It was already on. Okay, I think the one that has the diamond stone needs to be off, and the ones that have the water stone needs to be on. Where the hell do I get this second stone? I understand what I need to do, I just don't know where to get the thing that I need to do it. Oh, I see it. Ah, that's so unnoticeable. That one feels mean. Okay, you don't give me anything. Flower-shaped gemstone. Is that the one I need? Oh, it is. Cool. Alright, cool. And now the door should be open. Hopefully. As soon as you activate the mechanism, you sense mana begin to permeate the temple. You seem to have released some kind of sealed energy. I'm glad that the game tells you that you did the right thing. Okay. Didn't have to, but I appreciate it. So I know that I don't need to do more fucking around. Alright. Open the goddamn door. Cool.
I feel the power coming from further inside.
How very intriguing.
Alright. I guess I just kind of have to do it. It looks like it's probably weak to fire. It's just kind of there. Chilling. Oh!
Well, there you are.
What is with these games and putting children in these freaking ends?
Looks like we were right. Another Therian.
Just as Velvet conjectured, each of the 7 heads seems to assume a different form.
The sensation! It was here!
What connection?
Look at that. I guess your hunch panned out too, kiddo.
Are you also ahead of Inominat somehow?
Just how I felt in
Like the good head?
That must have been an Earth Pulse point back there, too.
Oh, what are we going to do with this one? Can we get it to shrink like that bug of yours?
I don't care whether it lives or dies. As long as we defeat it and take out one of Inominat's heads, that's all that matters.
You're probably also one of his heads. Their heads, even. I shouldn't assume. That is creepy as hell. Alright, weak to fire. Who would have guessed? Okay.
That'd be very uncomfortable.
Final Fantasy IX. When was someone put into a tree in Final Fantasy IX? I can't remember. It's been so long. Guess that means you're gonna have to play it again, I guess. I still have it. I still own games. You can't take that away from me, Ubisoft, or any other gaming companies. This guy's kind of kicking my ass. This guy's kind of kicking my ass. Keeps casting. I don't have. I feel like I want to reset. I have no BG and I have no souls. It's rough right now. Can I just take a TPK real quick? Just gonna stand here until we all die. Yeah. No! My souls! My poor souls! I think this one's about to be a real grind. This feels like I am not doing as much damage as I need to be doing to this one dude. Alright. Why do I keep dying? What am I missing? Stop! Stop! Just end me. Kicking my ass. Die, Velvet. I'm sorry. Shit. I don't want to say anything, because I don't want to jinx it myself, but this feels kind of good right now. Shoot. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. This freaking mowdown move fucking sucks. Okay, sorry. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna run out of life bottles. I have 1,000 health left. There we go. Oh my god, that's so annoying.
I don't think this Therian's getting any smaller.
Oh no. Oh no.
The demon again.
Big Mama Demon.
I'm not letting you go this time.
Oh. Well, the Therian. Oh wait. Ooh. Gonna eat her to become even stronger. Uh-oh.
Is that Therian eating the demon?
Oh no.
The Therian! It ate her! Malevolence must refer to demons then.
Feeding on demons. I know what that's like.
Buddy? Friend? Probably not. Oh, no, friend.
Mommy. Look! It turned into a little girl.
Is that Kamoana?
Mommy, why? Why did you leave me all alone? Did I do something wrong? Was I too weak? I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry.
No, this can't be happening.
I tried so hard to be strong for you, Mommy. The man from the Abbey made me strong.
No.
So please, Mommy. Please come back.
Does she not realize that she just ate her?
Made her strong?
By turning her into a Therian? Jeez, those happy jokers really get off on this sacrifice stuff, don't they?
I can't believe it. That woman, she was trying to save her own daughter.
Mommy! Mommy! I miss you. Mommy!
Kid.
Dying, unable to save her daughter, all she could do was offer herself to feed her hungry child.
No, this is my fault.
So, should we bring her with us?
Take her away from the Earth Pulse point, you know?
Someone like her will only slow us down.
That Therian isn't going anywhere.
Oh, this guy.
Oscar, what is the Abbey doing? Please tell me, I have to know.
Eleanor, the less you know, the better.
I must know. I killed her mother, and then the poor girl, she...
Ah, so she must have devoured the demon. But don't let that trouble you. The demon was a necessary sacrifice to bring an end to this world's pain and suffering.
It wasn't just some demon. She was a mother. She was all this girl had. Her one and only mother.
Be that as it may, those who possess strong wings must...
Okay. I'm assuming I don't even need to fight you.
It's not nice to make a girl cry.
Little bitch. Take her with you.
Kamoana.
It's now or never.
Out of the way, Laphicet.
Wait! Have you no compassion?
This isn't up for discussion.
I thought you just wanted to weaken Innominat! You can sever the link! You don't have to kill her!
She's not gonna kill a child. Yeah, she's just gonna break the seal, like she did before. Oh. Actually, if Velvet can just, like, destroy the seals that are keeping them in place, what's stopping them if they're also Syrians in the same power?
Someone's had a change of heart. Apparently, a woman's tears truly do have frightening power.
I'm just curious about something Grimoire said. I can always kill this one later.
Unless Velvet is
Take
just
her with us,
special.
We'd better grab her and go. No sense lingering in the enemy's territory.
Hey, Kamoana. My name's Laphicet. Do you want to come with me and my friends and get out of here? Where's my mommy?
Oof.
I'll be lonely without her.
Oof.
You're not alone, sweetie. I promise. Even if she's far away, your mother will always be looking over you.
How do you know?
Because... that's what my mother does for me, too.
Let's go, Kamoana. Okay.
Let's go! You're our friend now. Screw that guy, he can stay here. It's fine, alright. Give me the freaking levels, I deserve it after that. Okay. Locks the chain battle grade bonus. Possessing the Marathoner's Ventai will increase grade if earned if another battle is fought within a certain time after winning a battle. This affects stacks, allowing up to double the normal amount of grade, but will reset if any character is KO'd, you flee from battle, or you save the game. Okay. Break Soul. After successfully performing a Vengeful Punishment, Rokuro re-enters Vengeful Stance without getting staggered again and fulfills the requirements for a Vengeful Punishment. This upgraded version will be performed instead. Okay. Can I just like move him like a few more inches so he can drown in like 5 inches of water? Easy to Velvet. I know, Eleanor's having a hard enough time as is. Won't do anything that might push her over the edge. Alright.
Not good. The malevolence is getting stronger.
My, the effects are already starting to show.
Why? I want to make sure I stop at a point where I can grind, though. Uh-oh. More?
Grim, what's up? Did you come to share something else you found in that book?
Not quite. I'm afraid the malevolence has grown too dense for me to hole up at the inn reading.
Malevolence?
Uh-oh.
The hell? What's that coming out of their bodies?
Malevolence. They're all hitting their limits.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
Demon Blight!
Even the inn girl! Why is this happening?
They're demons now. Their malevolence is spilling over.
Aizen, you know shit.
All of that energy spilling from their bodies? That's what causes the demon blight?
Aizen, you clearly know shit. Why don't you explain the shit? I know the shit because I played Tales of Systeria, but...
Really is? What demons are?
They couldn't have gotten far. Track them down at all costs.
I'll just keep using the bottles.
The exorcists are going to have their hands full with these demons. Let's get back to the ship while we can.
Alright. Spood.
Where are we going? Where's my mom?
Kamoana, your mother is still far away.
Then I need to wait for her at home. Let's go back to Haria.
Scary demons are running through the village. It's too dangerous there now.
But I want to see my mom.
Your mom would be sad if you got hurt by a demon. Come with us, and we'll keep you safe until she comes back.
Okay, I'll go with you. I wouldn't want Mom to be sad.
Oh, poor girl.
All right. You're going to tell me about the demon blight and malevolence. Are you seriously thinking of breaking the Moloch taboo?
That depends.
Moloch taboo?
This is about more than just the demons. You could say it's the truth behind how this world really works. The knowledge can be devastating to humans, throwing into question everything they think they know. And so the Malachim agreed to withhold it from humans, for their own protection.
Do you still want to know?
It's not like I'm a human anymore.
I can't keep lying to myself. I can't go on unless I know the truth.
You asked for it. First of all, this illness you call Demon Blight does not exist. Any human carries the potential of becoming a demon. All it takes is for the malevolence lurking in their heart to overflow.
Come on, casually not listening.
Malevolence? Impure emotions beyond what reason can suppress. Think of it as the sin buried in men's souls.
So you knew.
I'm a witch. So malevolence is the darkness in all our hearts. Make any sense to you guys? Any at all?
When you put it like that, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
By nature, humans are incited by negative energy. It is easy to turn them towards impurity, creating malevolence. In fact, most people are constantly generating malevolence.
It might even be possible that demons are people's true selves, and what little reason they possess is all that keeps them in human form.
If the masses realize this, the realm would be thrown into utter chaos. That's why the Abbey propagates the lie of Demon Blight.
So I presume.
That can't be true! You know yourselves there weren't any demons before the opening!
It used to be that humans couldn't see demons, or Malachim. Not unless they possessed a unique spiritual talent we call resonance.
All your average human would see was someone turning extremely violent. Unable to explain what was happening, they'd just call those people possessed or feral.
Then what made people see them all of a sudden?
I don't know. My guess would be that something triggered greater resonance among all of humanity. And then, on the day of the Advent, all humans gained the ability to perceive Malachim. And in the following days, the exorcist numbers swelled.
This has to be Artorius' doing.
But if there's no sickness, why would an entire village turn into demons at the same time?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Humans produce malevolence, which Therians consume and transmit to Innominat. But when we removed Kamawana from the Earth Pulse point...
Oof.
Clever boy. That's right. With no Therian to absorb their malevolence, the villagers could no longer contain it.
So you're saying it's all my fault?
Hey, what's going on? You all look so sad. It's scaring me.
On the other hand, at least now we know we can trust the contents of that ancient book. We tear the Therians away from their Earth Pulse points. Innominat's power will wane, and will prevent this awakening.
But if we take away the Therians, then more and more humans will turn into demons.
It's the only way to kill Artorius.
Ooh, the knives come out.
So even the truth won't stop you. Very well.
Since each Therian looks different, we'll only find them by capturing the Earth Pulse points one by one.
Come on, Eleanor. Come on, Kamawana.
What separates humans and demons?
That's Eleanor.
Cheer up, Eleanor. Your mommy's looking over you too, you know.
So she is. Thank you. Come, Alana.
Grimoire, I want you to tell me more about what you said earlier. About malevolence? I told you, the subject is taboo. I understand that human emotions create a poison called malevolence that turns people into demons. Is there no way to stop malevolence from being created? As long as humans remain human, no. Malevolence is born of emotion, you see. But your kind must have found a way around it. Malakim experience emotions too. But Malakim do not produce malevolence, unlike humans. That's a lie. I've watched a Malak turn into a demon. That only happens when we are exposed to too much external malevolence. True. The island was full of prisoners and demons. And Melchior hit that Malak with something that turned it into a wyvern. Was it malevolence? To Malakim, malevolence is a powerful toxin. We seek those of purity to serve as vessels to protect us from it. It is not a perfect solution, however. If the vessel is corrupted, the Malak is as well. That is correct. So if Eleanor turns into a demon, then Laphicet... That must be what Eisen meant when he said he'd hate to see Laphicet's vessel broken. A small crack in one's soul is often all it takes to break a person apart. So try not to pick on our squeaky clean exorcist too much.
Protect at all costs.
Thanks for the warning.
Right. I also realized last time that I streamed, I didn't check out all the fashion items I actually got, so... Battle music Garp 1 Velvet. Wearing this will change the battle theme. Choose the track you like best. I don't know how to change it. Oh, costume BGM. Okay. So I'll have to find that out another time. I think the Norman stuff is gonna be pretty standard. What was it that I got for, yeah, this? No, not this. This. That for Eisen, and then... that for Eleanor. I'm not keeping it on. Surprised it doesn't come with, like, the rest of Bianfu's outfit, but okay.
So I rescued this poacher who'd run away from one of those Class 4 islands, right? She mentioned something about being hired by some chef to go hunt a rare wolf on the island. But she didn't see a single blasted critter on that island, let alone any rare wolf. Place was empty.
Then why did she run away?
Even though she never saw nothing, she kept hearing some beast howling round the island. Freaked her right out, I tell ya. When she got back to her boat, her food had been pilfered, and her ship was scratched up to hell. She got out of there as quick as she could, but her ship sunk soon as she hit open water.
Sounds like whatever's there is as smart and manipulative as it is vicious.
Sounds like. Later I heard some talk about how several exorcists had gotten killed on that island.
So we're
If you
visiting
plan
it.
on going, you'd best be very cautious.
Okay, alright, new one.
Sir, we just received a Sylph J from the boss of the Bloodwings. She has a job for us and wants us to meet her in Logres. How should we respond?
Let's do it. Besides, we need to see if that demon in the villa was actually a Therian.
Good point. And the Bloodwings might know something about the other Therians too. We're heading for Logres. Prepare to set sail.
So not right away, right? Okay, cool. Friends.
I lost my mother to a demon. Yet that girl's a Therian. I don't even know what I want anymore.
Hey, that's pretty! You like to look at that thing, don't you?
Yes, my mother... Someone very important to me gave me this. I treasure it a lot. Looking at it gives me strength. Do you want to see it?
Yeah!
It's a mirror. Oh no, yeah, that's you.
My face! It's scary!
Yeah. Smorphia.
I don't look like that! I don't want my mommy to hate me! Mommy!
Poor girl.
when I was her age. That's just how I cried. Kamoana, I want you to see this.
That huge owie.
What?
What happened?
It's big and ugly, isn't it? There are scary things about my body, too. But do you think I'm scary, Kamoana?
No, not at all. But are you all right? Does that hurt?
Thanks, sweetie. I'm all right, I promise.
What about me? Do you think I'm scary?
You're such a sweetheart, Kamoana. Nobody could ever be scared of you.
You're my daughter now.
Not your mother, not Laphicet. You don't have to cry anymore. It'll be okay. I promise.
Okay.
You're now adopted.
That scar, was it from a demon?
Yeah. They attacked my village when I was a girl. I was so hurt I couldn't move. But my mother lured them away from me so I could survive.
What happened to her?
The last thing she said to me was, "Stay strong and keep living."
If you say you're a smart kid, you should have figured that out.
Come to the deck. Grimoire says she's learned something from the book. Hey, why's your face so red?
Because I put the blood sticker on him.
Somehow, I doubt that.
It's nothing, I swear.
Do you all remember the second verse of that song Laphicet read earlier?
4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therian shall be forever reborn in sight of the full crimson moon.
Right. That's what I've gathered you all here to discuss. And we think that passage means that Innominat and the Therians will be revived by a chosen one, right?
Artorias.
Yes, but the shall be forever reborn part kept bothering me. I've reconsidered my analysis. Suppose that instead of someone being chosen by Innominat to create Therians, the song means that Innominat chooses who becomes Therians.
Oh.
But so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. What do you think that could mean? That someone receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as a Therian.
Like Kamoana.
Which is to say that the Abbey figured out how to turn people into Therians, and then got right to work.
That's...
Are you really that surprised? Artorias has always been one to prioritize the many over the individual, as I well know. Another thing to consider is this wording about Therians being forever reborn. This could mean that one Therian will be reborn again and again, or it could mean that different Therians will be born to take their place. Meaning that even if you kill one, there are more waiting in line. They can't be wiped out.
So we're taking them
Looks
with
like
us.
prioritizing the one over the many was the right call this time, eh, Velvet?
I never said I wouldn't kill her, if it would prevent Innominat's reawakening. But Therians can't be killed. Not truly.
So, in a nutshell, if you kill one, another person who's receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as one.
Right. But the song says that 7 mouths feed the body. So there's only so many around.
If you don't kill them, the next ones won't be born.
How do you keep them from feeding in the first place?
The 7 Therians
Okay.
from their Earth Pulse
I
points
guess
instead.
just by doing that.
Then, we also have to protect them so the Abbey doesn't steal them back. Or kill them.
Sounds tricky.
We've got to protect my bug, too.
Yeah, you take real good care of that thing now. Got it?
You bet I will.
In that case, we should probably work on securing a proper hideout for ourselves. You got a secret base or anything, Eisen?
It's every man's fantasy, but sadly, I don't.
We need a hard-to-find spot. One where we can guarantee a steady supply of malevolence for the Therians.
Somewhere devoid of people but full of malevolence. Real poser you got there.
With the Abbey in control of the entire
The
continent,
class 4 area?
finding a place like that will be easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Inominat's reawakening draws ever closer. We'll have to keep collecting our Therians while we search for a hideout. For now, let's just get to Logris.
What you thinking about, Grimoire? Alright.
Hey, old man! Give me all the water and food you got!
A daylight
Wait your
plugin?
turn, moron! I was drifting out at sea for 3 days! Almost died out there!
Poor you! You probably deserved it!
Say that again, wise ass! I dare ya!
Ah, shut up, both of ya! No one's getting anything until you pay me what you owe first.
Are they gonna be okay?
Don't pay them any mind. Sailors are just a short-tempered bunch, that's all.
Huh? The hell are you doing?
What's going on?
They've jacked up the price to dock our ship here.
Oh yeah? Some real balls you've got there, buddy.
If you lot want to moor here, that's the price you're gonna pay.
Why? What happened? What did we
Pirates are a
do?
liability to begin with, but calling your crew infamous these days would be putting it lightly.
We're too famous.
The more wanted you are, the more it's gonna cost to hide you. Capiche?
Hard to argue there. Benwick, just pay the man what he wants.
As long as there isn't like a bounty that's more than that.
You're such pushovers. You and the captain both.
I knew I could count on you to come through, Eisen. Pleasure doing business with you.
Looks like I'm causing you trouble.
It comes with the job. Don't sweat it. Some sailors just have longer tempers than others.
Noted.
Can I use an eat-off bottle now? I sure can, but I can't go back to Ysul, unfortunately. Oh, I can go to Lothring again. Let me go there real quick. Oh, underworld connections.
The Bloodwing butterflies operate in the Empire's shadows. Not even the Abbey knows their full scope beyond whispers and rumor. And you all have a connection to them, don't you?
Dark and interconnected is the underworld. We've heard voices in the shadows, glimpsed faces behind paper-thin masks.
The attack on High Priest Gideon. Was that at their behest?
Yeah, the Bloodwings asked us to take him out.
We did it in exchange for information that could lead us to Artorias.
Information? You would assassinate a man for mere information?
Yes. Information on the shepherd who rules the world. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
We just work with them when our interests align. Nothing more.
That's the kind of thin justification I'd expect to hear from them, too.
But the Bloodwings were acting upon knowledge that the High Priest was harming the people of the city.
You're right. The incident with the nectar was the Church's failing. And it seems that the Bloodwing Butterfly Network goes further and deeper than we had thought.
They knew about the barrier at the throne, too.
And Velvet's expertise at dove mimicry.
Would you stop bringing that up? Dove mimicry? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Obviously, you were
Dove
there.
near the dock checkpoint. That's all.
Huh?
Right! It was a black, full-chested dove, wasn't it? Cuckoo!
A black, full-chested dove? Is that some sort of underworld code word?
I hope I have enough soul sorters. Okay, cool. Still gonna need to get more for the one in Lothringen. Surprisingly good on Magalu. Okay. I just need to like.
Whoa.
There you go.
Hot water is spouting out of the mountain.
And look at those rainbows.
This is one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Bernak Geyser. The water heats up from underground until the pressure forces it to spray up from the surface.
And the rainbows are caused by light reflecting from the salts suspended in the mineral water. It took tens of thousands of years for the minerals to accumulate here and form this phenomenon.
Wowee!
That was very educational.
At least you know plenty of trivia, if nothing else.
Additionally, the groundwater veins that feed this geyser are connected to the sea. Because of this, every now and then a boiled octopus or crab will shoot out from the geyser!
Oh no!
That's impossible. Well, not impossible, but
with the salt content of the geyser's water, I bet they're seasoned to perfection.
Magulu,
I'm declaring your bizarre imagination the 8th wonder of the world.
People say that all the time.
Great.